Hello, tonight our lesson is on the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane is comprised of two axes. The horizontal axis, this one right here, this is known as the x-axis. And it's just like a regular number line. It has 0 in the center, and to the right of 0 are all the positive numbers, and to the left of 0 are all the negative numbers. The coordinate plane also has a vertical axis, and this axis is called the y-axis. It's just like a vertical number line, where again the center is at 0, and the numbers above 0 are positive, and the numbers below 0 are negative. So the very center of our coordinate plane, right here, this is the coordinate where the value along the x-axis is equal to 0, and at the same time the value along the y-axis also equals 0. And so we would show that with a parenthesis and then 0, 0. This is known as an ordered pair. Now you can call it a point, but the technical name for this point that's on a coordinate plane is called an ordered pair. And the first value is always the x value of our ordered pair. And the second value is always the y value. So whenever we plot coordinates on a coordinate plane and we're given the points to plot, this is how we would do that. The first number given to us would be the x, the second number would be the y. Now you can see that your coordinate plane, because it's shaped like a cross, it has 4 quadrants. That word quad means 4. So here, this is known as the first quadrant with a Roman numeral 1. And it's known as the first quadrant, and all the x values in this quadrant are positive, and so are all the y values. So if you're given an ordered pair where both values are positive, it should be plotted somewhere up in that quadrant. This is the second quadrant, so we're going counterclockwise. In the second quadrant, all the x values are going to be negative because they're to the left of 0. And all the y values are going to be positive because they're above 0 on the vertical axis. So here, if you have a negative x value and a positive y value, you'll get a point or an ordered pair in the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, both values of x and y are negative. Okay, because you're going to the left of 0 on the x-axis and you're going below 0 on the y-axis. And now the fourth quadrant, here, the x value would be positive because you're to the right of 0 on the x-axis, and the y values would be negative. Alright, so here we have a set of ordered pairs. And let's go ahead and label these. So we'll say this is A, B, C, D, E, and F. And here's our coordinate plane where 0, 0 is at the very center. Alright, so I'll plot the first couple and then I'll have you finish the rest and see how you do. So for point A, or ordered pair A, the value of x is the first number, that's 3, and the value of y, the second number, is 4. So what I do is on the x-axis I'll find 3, which is 1, 2, 3 to the right of 0 right there. And then I'll find on the y value, where y is 4, that would be there, okay? So where those two values would intersect, where they would meet, if I follow this line up and that line over, this ordered pair would be plotted right there. That's the value where x is equal to 3 and at the same time y is equal to 4. So that would be point A. Point B, the x value, the first value, is -2 and the y value is 5. So the x value, I'd start at 0 and go 2 to the left. So that would be right here on the x-axis. And the y value is 5, so that's up where 5 is on the y-axis. If I follow those over to where they meet, oops, point B would be plotted in the second quadrant, right there. Now, when you plot these, you don't draw the lines. I was just doing that to show you how I was locating where to plot them. So when you actually plot these, you just only plot the point. All right? So, look at point C. The x value is 0 and the y value is -1. Go ahead and plot that and see how you do. All right, well, x is 0 is at the very center. And then where y is -1, that would be down 1 from the center. So that would be right there. That's point C. So how'd you do? Did you get it? All right, let's try the next one. Point D. X is -4 and y is 2. Go ahead and plot that. All right, to plot point D, we would start at the origin in the center. We would go 4 to the left because x is -4, and then we go up 2. So if we go left 4, up 2, let me get my pen. Okay, that's point D in the second quadrant. How'd you do? All right, go ahead and finish up the last two, point E and point F. All right, point E, x is 3, so I go 3 to the right from the origin, and then y is -3, so I go right 3 and then down 3. So it would be down there. That's point E, 3, -3. And then point F, x is 5, and then y is 0. So x is 5, that means that I would start at the origin and go right 5. Since y is 0, I'm not going to go up and I'm not going to go down. I'm just going to stay right there. So that would be point F. It's right on the x-axis. And the previous one was on the y-axis, by the way. Okay, so how'd you do on those? All right, so go ahead and plot these points on your graph, on your coordinate paper, and then write in the x and y values, write in the ordered pair values. Okay, so I've plotted the points for you. And let's label which points are which, okay? I didn't do that. So we'll call this one point A, this is B, this is C, D, E, and F, okay? So go ahead and write in the x and y values for those ordered pairs. You can pause your video and then restart to check your answers. Welcome back from pausing the video. Let's start with point A. Point A is left 4 and up 2. So point A is -4, +2. Point B is right on the y-axis. So the x value is 0. We didn't go right, we didn't go left. And then the y value is 6. Point C, we go to the right 2 and we go up 3. So the value of x is 2, the value of y is 3. For point D, we're right in the center of the coordinate plane. We're at the origin. So that's where x is 0 and y is 0. For point E, we went left 3 and down 2. So x is +3 and then y is -2. And finally, point F, we went right 7, so x is 7, but we didn't go up or down, so the value of y is 0. All right, so how'd you do on those? That's all for tonight. Read some books.